Good morning, this is Kiwi Tom. I'm just setting up EU, going through the familiar process that I have developed for myself every time I sit down to my charts that if I haven't been watching them for a while. I did an earlier recording on Camtasia on the EJ, and now I'm trialing out Screencast-O-Matic. I'm looking at the monthly chart of EU, and if we were trading like the 5 or 15 minute chart, and this candle had busted through my Bollingers, I would have taken a put. And it's interesting to see that that type of strategy can even work right up to the monthly chart. And so I'm looking for an area to place some support and resistance, and obviously the end of this candle here is something of interest. Now we'll see if there's any other interest in that particular point, and sure enough, back in 2010 price touched that, bounced off it and shot upwards in a strong movement. So that would have been a very good trade at that point there if we had been on the charts. Anyway, let's get down to business. I'll just slightly adjust that. That's a big bearish exhaustion candle to me. So for this week, we should have downward movement. I would have expected more than what we're currently seeing. It's Thursday, August the 10th, 11:45 a.m. and this candle probably should head in a more bearish direction, even though it's already been down there. However, the price will do its own thing. Now, there's nothing that I can see that interests me in this area here to trade today. So I'll go down to the daily, see what I can find. So we've got a bit of indecision here, and again, price has bounced there. So let's have a look at that point and see if that matches up with another touch off the top. There we go. So that was a good trade at that point. We've got a bullish candle showing in here, but I would take more notice of that if it had come right down to the Bollinger, although stocks are telling me we are oversold. So that would have been a very good trade with stocks in this position here, and would have made a significant amount of money even on a forex trade. And let's have a look on the 4 hourly. Now we're getting closer to current price action. So over the last 4 hours, this looks quite difficult to trade. There's lots of wicks, there's a doji. These types of candles are not encouraging me to want to trade the EU. There's not much else I can find in here except perhaps a resistance line off the top here. See if that coincides with a few other touches on price. Looks like it might be a bit of a zone in there. So I'll take it to the top of that candle. There's something in the current market turned to price. And we've got another touch here. Got a candle form on there. Had one pop in and head back. So that's reasonable. That's a reasonable resistance. Have a look at the 1 hour. Again, if you've watched any of my other videos, this is how I go about setting up. What I'm not liking are these two, these big candles and then tiny candles. So that's telling me a lot about current market. Get rid of that little line there. It must have been a divergence. Cool. And so the hourly, there's some areas in here where prices of interest, but I can't really see a consistent line. A number of touches maybe in here. Let's have a look, see if this one is pretty close to something. Or am I dreaming? If I'm trying too hard to try and find a support line, that one there. So that's off the hourly. I'm liking that. It looks like there's been a touch here, a touch there, that candle body stop there, touch there, touch here, and anything further over here? No. So again, that looks like a pretty good support. Now let's have a look at the 15-minute. Sorry, I'm a little bit rough with these charts. Yeah, it looks similar to the EJ stuff that we had seen earlier. If I don't have to trade the euro, I won't be upset. It doesn't look like to me something that is really encouraging. Good if you can get these wicks. Let's have a look at the 5-minute. Let's bunch it up because there's been a bit of time since the market has closed and the opening of the Aussie and New Zealand market. This looks like the opening here, and then it's just tanked. Come off that top. Yeah, that's not a bad support there. I'd trade that. Looks like that might be another hour away maybe. Keep an eye on that. Okay, so that's the 5-minute. Not sure where that noise is coming from. Anyway, okay, so that's me getting set for EU. The 5-minute chart, lots of spikes, a lot of indecision, fairly bullish. That's what I can read from that chart. We look like we're in a bit of a channel here until volume increases. So its price is ranging in between here and up the top here. Might be worth a trade. Let's see how this candle finishes. So it's gone through, popped back a little. We've got 40 seconds left. You can see Bollingers are spreading. If you're not familiar with how Bollingers move, then I've got a video on the Bollinger Band movement. There's a big candle busting through this line. There's 14 seconds left in this candle. Could retrace right back. There we go. And if it closes on the other side of that line or very close to it, then price will go back up. New candle. There's the price going back up. Okay, get familiar with that price action. Understand how it operates around support and resistance. And just talk it through for yourself, even if you do a recording like this, so that you can just test yourself. If you're going to trade, then it's good if you can read price action around certain things. Over here we had stocks oversold. We had a piercing of the Bollinger. We're on a support that we'd identified from an earlier touch on the 5-minute. So that's a reasonable trade. I wouldn't have gone too high. It's 11:52 a.m. so we've got a market opening in 8 minutes. Sometimes you get quite a bit of movement just before market opening. But in terms of a channel or a range channel. That's how I drew that, and anything that comes close or touches these lines in the right conditions, I will trade. Okay, hope you found that useful. See you later.